In this video, I'm going to give you a tour of the craziest toy I've ever purchased. And I'm about to show you what this thing is, because this thing's crazy. I believe I found the coolest companion machine to a mini excavator or mini skid steer. Something that everybody that uses one of these machines can probably use, and it's awesome. But today in this video, I'm going to give you a tour of the craziest toy I've ever purchased. To go along with these, we're going to call it a companion machine. Think about it. With a mini skid steer and you've got your bucket, you're scooping up material. Where do you put it? You've got a mini excavator and you've got your hydraulic thumb and you're picking up logs and you're picking up rocks. But this machine's so slow. Wouldn't you rather put it in something faster? What if you've got a grapple and you're grabbing big old logs and cool stuff and you want to set it somewhere and move it? And maybe somebody's going to move it for you while you're operating your mini skid. Or what if you're just scooping up dirt and you're digging a trench or you're digging a hole and you need to put that material somewhere? Where do you put it? Well, I've got the answer for you. And I'm about to show you what this thing is, and I'm really excited about it because this thing's crazy. Now I'm out here in the woods and this new machine is hidden. It's camouflaged. You probably can't see it because I bought the most expensive camouflage you can buy on Amazon. Cost me $6. Pah! Look at this. This is amazing. It's like a little tank. This is like something you see from those movies, those war movies from maybe Eastern Europe. So I'm thinking back to that movie with Luke Wilson behind enemy lines and that guy's running around and they've got those tanks and they've got their guns and they're just ready to go. Yeah, I need to dress the part to drive this machine. There we go. Now I'm dressed right. Let me show you my new machine. Wow! This has got to be one of the coolest machines you can buy. Yeah, you saw that, right? This is a manual. This booger got a clutch. And how about a hydraulic dump bed? Who doesn't want one of these? You can say what you want, but this, this is me living out my childhood fantasies. I have my own dump truck, but it's got tracks, and this thing is wicked. They say this can haul 3,000 pounds. It's got a 3-speed gearbox with a clutch, so you gotta be a man to drive this thing. No little boys allowed. This is for men. Doesn't this look like the kind of machine that needs a pew-pew mounted in the back? This is awesome. I'm telling you, this is awesome. But this thing looks so retro. I feel my normal apparel isn't proper. So I don't know. Maybe this goes back to the disco era. Maybe this looks like it's from the 80s. You know what? That's it. Now this looks like something straight out of one of those Cold War movies from back in the day. This is like a baby tank. And you could just picture some guys wearing their Adidas tracksuits and they've got their pew pew in the back. Now, this is the wrong time period pew pew. This one is a little more modern and Americanized. But this machine's awesome, but it was made in China. So this is another Chinese toy that I got. Let me give you a tour of this thing. I feel this machine looks so retro, I need to dress the part, you know? It kind of looks like it's straight out of the 80s. You agree? So, let me give you a rundown of what this machine is. This is an IRD-25. They've got a website on this sticker here, says sdlanch.com. Don't know what that is? I'm not really sure. I know this was an auction machine, and yesterday I drove to Kansas and I bought this from a guy who had a whole yard full of, he had containers and a yard full of attachments and containers with mini excavators and mini skid steers. I had no idea. I just saw this on Facebook Marketplace and I said, you know what? That is a cool machine and I need one. So I went there to get it and man, I should have brought all my camera gear with me because this guy's place is amazing. So he knows he got it at an auction down in Texas. He drove through Oklahoma back to Kansas. I drove from Oklahoma to Kansas and I picked it up. So here we are. Let me go over it and let me give you the scoop on what this is and what I'm going to use it for. We'll fire this thing up. I'll move it out in the yard where we can really look at it. They say it can hold 3,000 pounds in this bed. It's powered by a Briggs & Stratton 14 horsepower gasoline engine. This has a comfy seat. Honestly, I think this is made for little people. Okay, so if there's no load in the back, this thing is front heavy with a person in it. Woo! So this machine weighs about 1,300 pounds. Clearly it's got tracks on it, pretty big track size for a little machine like this. They say it can hold 3,000 pounds. Now why would you want something like this? Well, think about the logs, the rocks, the gravel, the dirt. Just think about all the stuff you can put in this and carry it around. And if you got two people running machines, what if you had someone on this little thing and you had someone on your mini skid or your mini X and they're just running stuff and dumping it and then coming back for another load? This is a homeowner's greatest companion machine to go along with a mini skid or mini excavator. I'm going to give you a quick walk around. So this is your cockpit. So this is your clutch pedal. Over here you've got your gas pedal, or also known as the flame out. And this is your manual transmission. So first, second, third, and it's got a reverse. And a transmission kind of sticking out through the floor. But how do you steer? Oh, well, let me show you. You pull back one stick at a time, and that's how you turn. Seriously, it's pretty crazy. So here, this is a charge indicator. I guess this indicates the charge. I don't know. It's at 0. There's no charge. It's free, no charge. Here, throttle valve, that's known as a choke. Lighting, yep. Look at these amazing lights. So this actually has a solid low beam and a high beam. It's pretty cool. Kind of looks like one of those buggies you see at the airport for running around luggage, doesn't it? So it's got a step here to get in. Don't trust it. Don't trust the step. Just put your foot right there. So this is how you dump. You go back and that lifts the bed and forward drops it back down. This is your hydraulic fluid tank, and here's your battery on off. There is no hour meter. So on the other side, here's where you got your 13.5 horse Briggs & Stratton little engine on there. Well, look at the cute little horn. You got a voltage regulator right on the starter. Here's the horn. And this thing's belt driven. See that? This thing's just weird. I mean, it's wild. Your exhaust comes out right here, but this is just a crazy little machine. If your starter fails, you get a pull start like a little lawnmower. But yeah, here's your gearbox. There's your transmission I just stuck into the ground. See that? I don't know what that says. But that's what it is. So then you get over here to the back, and yeah, you've got a tailgate, and the sides actually come on and off this. I didn't want a really nice logo, but I wanted to throw one on. I thought it'd look better if it's kind of looks like a kid did it. Because look at this machine. It's amazing. This is our Life in Trees dumper. Track dumper. My son calls it a tank. So check this out. See this little latch? You say, what's that latch? Let me show you. Flip these up. Pull your tailgate over. Here. So now if you got stuff in your bed, when you dump it, it just falls right out. But there's more. Watch this. See this? You flip this lever and the side comes down. But the side comes off. Same thing over here. Flip the lever. And now you've got a flatbed buggy. That's cool. It's pretty cool. So that's full dumping height on your flatbed tracked crawler buggy. I'm telling you, I really like this. This is cool. So this is how it lifts. It's got one little ram underneath this bed, and then everything's accessible. I mean, it's all just right there. On either side, very simplistic design, very handy. There's that transmission back in there. Just cool. The track tensioner, also really simple, just a bolt, and it tightens up and it pushes that rear part back to give you some track tension. Picture this. Take all this yellow and paint it like army green, and then some white stencil lettered on it. Wouldn't that be cool? I think it would be cool. I think that that's what this needs. This looks like a little military buggy for running through the woods. For you hunters, this flatbed might be pretty handy for you. Strap you a deer or something on the back. I don't know. So let me show you some of the weird quirks and interesting stickers and decals this thing has. So this battery cutoff is a power switch. We got that, that's easy. Lighting, yeah, it's for the lights, easy. Throttle valve is your choke. Horn, horn. Charge indicator, I don't think it works. I don't know what that is. Your gas pedal or throttle is a flame out. I don't know. This, it's a lift, that's good. So, this whole vehicle inspection is qualified. Quality Inspection Department, check. Check. This whole vehicle inspection is qualified. What's it qualified for? Qualified products, check testing. Or is this check qualified products testing? I don't know. But whatever a qualified product is, I mean, this is it. This is a qualified product, and this was checked. Please read the instruction manual carefully before use. Please comply with the traffic rules. Did it really just say comply with the traffic rules? Where are you going to drive this thing with traffic? I don't know. It's not going to be on the roads by me. Please perform daily maintenance and upkeep, discover faults, and repair them promptly. What faults? There's no faults. Here's your daily maintenance usage instructions for tracked transport vehicles. Yeah. And then this is their little sticker. So this is a dumper, weighs 600 kilograms, about 1,300 pounds, sdlanch.com. And yeah, if you need to email them, info@sdlanch.com. I don't know, it's an IRD25, whatever this is, an IRD25, I suppose is what it is, made in China. And it's a 2024 model. This thing's brand new. This is US EPA compliant. These headlights are clearly from China as well, and they work really well, honestly. Make sure you adjust the tightness of the track in a timely manner. Don't wait too long. Do it in a timely manner. So why would they have you sit on this box? Oh, let me show you. There's a latch in the back, and then you can flip your seat forward, and that's where your battery is. So you do have a little storage compartment here, which I'm getting some dirt in from somewhere. And yeah, I could see some uses for that. Here's your battery switch. I mean, this thing's just so simple. I mean, you can't really go wrong with it. Oh, look. It's just a little latch. Done. So when you're sitting here in your little cab, there's a wall. Well, what's on the other side of that wall? That's your firewall. Stop this engine if it grenades from coming through your legs, I guess. I don't know. I do notice it's pretty warm with the muffler right beside you. That is definitely warm. Something that takes some getting used to on this is driving it. I'm still not quite used to it. I figured it out, but it takes just a little bit because it's different. Oh, and when it's not running, you can release the pressure from the hydraulic, and you can pull the bed down. As long as you're pulling on the lever, of course. So this cool little thing, let me show you how to operate it. If you know how to drive a manual, you can probably figure this out. Foot on the clutch, turn the key. So now with the shifter, you just have to slap it into gear. So I'm gonna slap it left, and that's first gear. So I pull on this left stick and I turn left. And then I slap it over to reverse. Now I'm reversing. I pull that same stick. See how that works? It's pretty cool, huh? But then I want to get into second, pull it back, second. But wait, there's a third gear, remember? So this is race mode. Pull it back, smack it to third right into your leg, let that clutch out nice and slow, give it some gas. Let me show you how fast this is. Now remember, there's no weight on the back, so I'm probably going to tip over forward again. It's awesome. Cummins is awesome. Why wouldn't you want one of these? This is amazing. No, reverse is really slow. But if we hit up that third gear again, All right, here it comes. Ready? Woo! I don't know if I should be parking like this, honestly. I think it's supposed to be on the ground. So, you want to have weight on the back, because when you have weight on the back, it doesn't want to flip over. Now, I'm 235 pounds. So, look at this. Here's where the track is, and my weight is kind of over the front, and my feet are up there. So, it's pretty easy for my weight to shift forward. Let me give you some dimensions. The bed, 43 inches across, which means we're just over 3.5 feet. The length of the bed, 49.5, so just over 4 feet. Now, if the sides were on, it would be exactly a 4-foot bed. And with the sides on, this would be 41 inches. How high are these sides? 21 inches to the top here. So, not bad. That's not a bad size bed, 3.5 by 4. I could do a lot with that, actually. These tracks, from all the way to the front to the back, 5 feet. 5-foot long tracks. That's pretty good, because my my little 1-ton mini excavator's got like, I think 48-inch long. That's probably the longest tracks I have, actually. So all over vehicle width, all over vehicle length, right to the front, you're 7.5 feet long. It's 90 inches. So not bad. Now this passenger area or driver area, man, we've only got 33.5 inches to this right here. So it's not much. You know, this seating area to the shifter, if you're pulled over into third gear, man, you've got 18 inches. So this isn't really for really big boys. I don't know. I'm pretty big and I fit in it okay. These tracks are 9 inches wide. They're pretty good sized tracks, honestly. 9 inches wide, you know, 5 feet long. Not bad. Now, they curve up. Like, see right here where it curves up? That's where I get tippy right there. But it's not going to tip over. It just puts the front end down into the ground. So it's not bad. In the future, I'll be taking this machine and I'll be using it on some projects around. Because why not? This thing is cool. I mean, man, I've got like the ultimate toy box now. Let me put these sides back on and line this up with the rest of my machines. This just makes me happy. This will be a lot easier with 2 people, I think. That's not bad. That really wasn't bad at all, honestly. Okay, I'm gonna line this up with the other machines. Let's see how they all look in a row. Now let me show you these lights. Low beams. Low beams and high beams. They actually work really well. I gotta say, that's a cool toy. I'm pretty happy about that. It was a long drive over there. I think it was like a 4-hour drive for me to go get that thing. I think it was worth it. It's pretty cool. There's a lot of those dumper buggies, and I do want one, and I think I've got one of those coming, and that'll be really handy. It can actually scoop material in itself, and you stand on it, and you can drive it around, and I think that would be really handy. But this is a different thing. This is for a different purpose. And I think this thing will be great for some of the projects I have coming up. And it's just unique. It's just cool to have on the channel, you know? I mean, have you ever seen one of these? And if you have seen one, have you ever seen one up close? Have you ever seen the inner workings of one? I hadn't. So anyway, thank you everyone for coming out. I really appreciate you. Do me a favor, if you like this kind of weird stuff and you want to see more information about these machines, I'm kind of a machine hoarder. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep getting more and more, because why not? The little red one, the EG360T, I actually have that for sale right now. So if you're interested in one of those, I've got that listed for sale. I don't use it. I've already done some reviews on it. I think it's lived its life on the channel. I don't have a lot of purpose for it anymore. Not that it's a bad machine, but why use that when I've got this V1000 and I've got that 450? I've actually got another Durette machine coming soon, and this one is really cool. This one's one that there are no videos on it. I've never seen any information about it besides just what's on Durette's website. So I'm pretty excited to be able to be one of the first ones to cover that machine on a YouTube channel. So again, thanks for coming out. Like and subscribe as usual. Enjoy your time in the trees, and I appreciate every single last one of you. Have a great day.